You are now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
It's the Sportz Nutz.
Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Buy one, get one 50% off drinks.
Tequila's Grill Mexican restaurant has homemade salsa bars. They have the most authentic, most delicious, and most affordable Mexican cuisine in town.
What the?
I'm burnt.
Guys, welcome to the Sportz Nutz. This is episode 95. Matt, we are 5 away. What will we be doing in 5 episodes? Correction. What retirement home will we be in?
Brendan, I'm so sorry to inform you, we are no longer in this world.
So old.
We are no longer in this world. We are now looking down on this world. We are no longer on this world or in this astral plane or whatever you want to call it. We are no longer with anybody. It's over.
Wait.
It's over.
He is, though. I mean, he's still the baby, though. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the short out there. Yeah, man, he's still a young guy.
Hey, I'm out here singing Creed, you know. Hey, 6 feet from the edge.
Guys, we have had a wonderful week. We hope you guys have had an awesome week too. Obviously, the weather has not been a good weather event today, or actually in the last couple of days. I mean, I don't know about you, but so today I go get the girls from school, right? It's like 68 degrees on the thermometer. I get there and it's 50 degrees. I'm like, where did the temperature go? And it's windy and it rains. And I get home after picking the girls up and Cassie up from school, come home, and the temperature is like 54 degrees. I'm like, good grief. It's cold. Well, come to find out, they're saying that there's freeze watches that are in effect for the extreme western North Carolina mountains and the higher elevations, like the Tennessee, North Carolina border. It's going to snow, guys. I'm like, snow. Like, come on now. Really? It's going to snow. Oh, whatever.
There's a wind chill tonight of 20 here. So
that's insane that it's that cold. Dude, guys, I mean, come on. Look, but all right, I'm going to tell you this. This is a true fact. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Chris Holcomb from 11 Alive. He always instilled, and the same thing with Glenn Burns, always said, never plant anything until after April 15th, because that's technically when you should not see any more frost or freezes. And so far, it's been pretty relative and really consistent throughout, my entire time watching weather, which has been all my life. Matt will tell you guys, I literally watch weather like a lot. He said it's kind of annoying. But go look at the radar and the weather. Well, the weather forecast, literally from the 16th on, it never gets below 60 degrees for the low, and the highs are in the 80s. So comes to fruition. So guys, hey, I'm excited about this episode because first off, I want to tell you happy Masters Week to all of you. Yes, the most magical time of the year in golf is here. It's beautiful. I sent the guys a video. It's just so special. I love the Masters. We're going to talk about some Masters golf. Matt, I asked him this question earlier, but I'm going to ask you guys. Tell me your favorite sports movie, and it can be more than one. I mean, I have a bunch. Matt has a bunch. Shane, I'm pretty sure, has a bunch too. So we'll cover that in a minute. But hey, guys, we're also I'm really excited about this. Can the Atlanta Braves actually salvage their season? They won their first series last night. Well, technically this morning, because they had, in case you guys didn't know, they had a 3-hour rain delay, and they ended up beating the Philadelphia Phillies. They're playing the Tampa Bay Rays right now, and holy cow! Do you see that, guys? Matt, do you see that?
I see it. I was about to text you. Don't mention it, but I was about to text you.
I'm not going to. I'm not. Oh, yeah. No. Okay, I'm being good.
Yeah.
You see it too, don't you, Shane?
Nope.
All right. I'll text you guys. I'll text you guys.
Yeah. Text. It comes through on this thing.
So anyway, back to what we were talking about. The Atlanta Braves, they're playing the Tampa Bay Rays tonight, which I don't know if you guys saw this. The Tampa Bay Rays are playing in a minor league, a spring training facility, because, that's where I think it's something Steinbrenner Field. Shane, you saw that, right?
Yeah, it's time running. There's where the Yankees. There's multiple teams that are actually use that facility during spring training.
So definitely give a
But
quick
the Yankees put it down there, in the St. Pete area because that is of course the area of the Florida League down there for spring training. So
wow. All right, and then guys, Matt, I'm going to ask you this: what happens in a couple weeks? What is the most wonderful time in football history?
Most wonderful time in football history in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Well, we got the draft coming up, baby.
Draft, baby. The draft,
baby.
Yes. I want to hear you. I want to hear everybody. Look.
Oh man,
we're gonna have a good talk on this.
We're just gonna do it just to be disappointed. I can't wait just to see the Falcons draft offense again, baby. I can't wait. I can't wait to see us draft an offense again. I can't wait, baby. So I'm stoked for that.
So what we're gonna do? We're going to talk about Jesus.
I know, Brandon. I know, Brandon. I know
your sleepers. We're going to talk about like who do you want your team to draft? I know who I want, Matt. I want to know who you want to draft, and yeah, we're going to talk all about this. And then, okay, all right, guys. So we're going to start out by giving a huge shout out, and I want you, Matt. I want you to give a round of applause too. Give a round of applause, Shane, as well. Addison's team, guys. They won last game. Game 1. 5-4.
For those that don't know, Addison is Brandon's daughter.
Yes, my oldest daughter, Addison. She is she plays on the softball team, the Powdersville play team, 8 and under. Well, this is her 3rd season, 2nd year overall, and game 1 she went 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. All right, you ready to hear this, Matt?
Yeah.
Addison last night, their team won 12-4. But guys, Addison was a home run away from the cycle. She went 3 for 4. She had a single, a double, and a triple. God, I was fingers crossed and toes everything that she was going to get the home run. She didn't get it. But shout out to the girls. They won 12-4. Addison, her batting average, guys, is 857. How cool is that to know that, Matt? Like, I mean, come on, come on, please give a round of applause to my daughter. Come on now.
You know, give a round of applause when this.
What about you, Hank? You're gonna give a round of applause to my daughter, Hank.
Hank.
Hello. Have y'all started talking about golf yet?
No, we're just
okay, good.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I had to pull up the leaderboards real quick.
Hey, look.
Hank, look what I'm pointing at. What do you see?
What do you see? What do I see? What is that?
You tell me what that is. Matt knows what it is.
Is that a Cobra?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are over 1,059 live views at this minute. Thank you all who are watching. We hope that this continues. Matt and I and Shane were just kind of like, we're shocked. Like, thank you, though. We're happy.
First of all, it was eating at Brandon for the last 5 minutes as it was going on. But I know Brandon wanted to mention it so bad.
You see my face is like, what the heck?
Hold on a second. And he's about to explode. I'm like, F it, go ahead.
Like, dude, look at my eyes. I'm like, what in the world? I literally stopped what I was like, Hank. I stopped what I was doing, talking. I'm like, you seen this man? He's like, yeah, don't say anything.
Right.
Well, if we start talking too much about golf, then people are going to really get away. I guarantee the numbers will go down, so we can't keep too long on golf. That's like talking about NASCAR. Like, nobody watches NASCAR. Nobody
all right. So Hank, what we're not going to do, we're not going to disrespect the other sports, man.
No. All right, guys.
Or just saying in general.
Just because it's the truth doesn't mean we need to say it.
Hey, look, I'm the Charles Barkley of this operation.
You're the Charles Barkley. Hey, by the way, Matt.
What's up?
Last night, did you see Ernie Johnson's goodbye speech?
Oh
man. I didn't watch it all the way through, man. I had to turn it off.
I kind of got a little emotional. Like, I mean, I grew up. Look, guys, we grew up watching Ernie Johnson.
Oh my God, yes.
Kenny the Jet Smith, and we saw Charles Barkley. And unfortunately, it's It's all going away. And
Oh,
shout out to
man.
the NBA on TNT. I
So-
will absolutely miss it.
So let me get this right. So are they moving to like another network? Like what's going on here? What's happening?
Ernie Johnson and Kenny the Jet. They both. I think they're moving to. Shane, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it NBC they're moving to?
I'm not exactly sure. I hadn't paid attention.
So
to
they're splitting up.
where they're moving.
Yeah, they're splitting up. NBA on TNT is no longer going to be because Turner, they're gone. Turner's basically
Yeah.
all but not now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
thought they were going to stay together, but join a different network.
Well, you forget.
I
one.
think Charles Barkley is going to another. I think he's going to ESPN from what I remember
No.
seeing. He's doing something with ESPN. I know that, and he's doing something with FS1 as well.
Let me tell you something. If he's going to ESPN, the thing about it is that he already stated, and he was joking around about it. He said he doesn't have to work that hard. I mean, you got Shannon Sharp who does like 7 shows a week. Stephen A. Smith does several shows a week. Charles don't want to work that hard. So if he does, they better give him a fat sack.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm sure they have.
look, guys. Like I said, though, shout out to NBA on TNT. You guys will forever be something that we grew up. Matt will tell you we grew up watching this stuff. So just give a quick shout out there. All right, so I want to. All right, so Hank, here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to start the whole thing. You're not going to expect this way I'm starting. Okay. In honor of a memorable sports last couple months, right? I want you guys to tell me some of your favorite sports movies. I'm going to start with you, Shane. Tell us your favorite sports movies. It can be more than one. You don't have to do one, but kind of. How about this? Give me 5 of your favorite sports movies, and give them in chronological order, like from 5 to 1. 1 being the best.
Okay. Well, I say number 5. I'm gonna go as a NASCAR fan. There, Hank. I'm gonna go with Days of Thunder as number 5. Just because it's a great movie. Tom Cruise, NASCAR, and hot blondes. So they did a good job with that one. I was actually, another movie that I was thinking about, and of course it's got to be up there. It's got to be Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
Like
Love
that,
it. Love it.
that brings back
Which one though?
childhood.
All of them or just one?
Number one. Number one.
They had a number 2.
Number 1, the original Angels in the Outfield was probably the best one in my opinion. So I'm going to stick with that one. Now we get into like the real good movies in my opinion. I'm going to have to put number 3 right there is For the Love of the Game. I'm a baseball guy, and it just kind of encompasses everything, kind of gives you a full realization of the hard work and dedication that it kind of takes to be in that professional sport, and kind of all the trials and tribulations that certain players go through. And so one of the most iconic movie lines of a sports movie ever is the cathedral of Yankee Stadium belongs to Chapel. Which Kevin Costner was Billy Chapel in it. And then number 2, I'm going to go with another Costner movie, Tin Cup. We were talking about it earlier. I love the movie so much. I can quote, lines from it, most iconic, just give me the ball. Just give me the ball. But that's my number 2. But number 1, man, I guess it resonates with a lot of people, especially in the football sense. Man, we're talking about the Keenan High movie with Billy Bob, and everybody else. Man, Varsity Blues is, the best, I think, football movie. And I mean, it's really should be about a college, because I don't think, it was a little bit, of an older movie, but I don't think everybody was doing what they said they were doing in those high school parties at that time. Like stealing cop cars. Tweeter, we hear you. But that's my number 1. That I got to go to is Varsity Blues.
All right, Hank.
I'm definitely putting the Sandlot number in there.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
You stole what we were going to say.
Yeah,
the great Bambino, baby.
the great
Forever.
when he was getting that back and forth.
Forever.
To me, that's not only the best baseball movie ever. That is probably the best. Oh yeah, the butt sniffer, fart smeller.
You play ball like
Like
a girl. What you say?
Oh my God. You can't say half of that stuff nowadays. People would.
Hold on 1 second.
Wait.
Shane, do you know what we're talking about here, buddy?
Oh, L7 weenie.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure the young buck knew what we were talking about over here. That's it.
Hey, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, boy.
Wait, I want to
There
get
you
the
go.
long. I want to get the long.
Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
What was the
yeah,
that kept
yeah.
copying, right?
Yeah, what?
Hey, I mean, Hank. Who was the guy that kept copying the little brother? Tommy.
Timmy and Tommy. It's
Yeah.
Tommy and Tim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, Timmy. Shut up, Timmy. Oh,
He
okay.
says, shut up, Tommy. It's gone, man.
Sorry about that, Hank. Yeah, go ahead.
Hank.
Go.
No.
Go ahead.
That's a good movie to talk
What-
about.
what-
We
what-
can talk
what
about that
number?
movie all night.
What number would you put that
Okay.
one though?
Do what?
The
What
beast,
number
though,
would you
the
put?
beast.
Remember, I told you. Put
No,
it
that's number
chronological?
one. That's hands
one,
down
okay.
number one.
Okay.
The other ones I don't know if I have in particular order, but I've got to go with Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac. That's a funny movie. That's
funny.
Yeah, 2 baseball movies. So the baseball movies are the best ones in my opinion. I like let's see. Off the top of my head, I like Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. You know about the story of. I like
Vince Papale.
Yeah, the Vince Papale. That's a good one. The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler's version is fantastic. That's
Yes, I
four
like
right
that one
there.
too.
Cheeseburger Eddie, baby.
That's right. That's right. And that's the truth with some cheese on it. Ain't no meatloaf between these buns. No,
With the McNuggets.
always have to protect the McNuggets. Always got to protect. No, let's see. The fifth one is probably going to be somewhere. It's in the 90s, definitely. There's no doubt. The 90s had the best sports movies, in my opinion, of all time. But I would probably. Oh gosh, I can't think of a basketball one off the top of my head. I was trying to be fair and find a basketball one. No, yes, I
Matt
can.
has one.
Yes,
Okay,
I
let me
can.
see.
Yes, I can. And I should have an honorable mention, but I'm going to say Celtic Pride. And
I don't know if you've seen that, Brandon. I don't know if you've seen that one. That was with Damon Wayans, the guy from Home Alone with the hair. I forgot his name.
Daniel Stern.
But
Shout
Damon
out to
Wayans
Daniel
is a star basketball player for the Celtics, and they kidnap him. So you got to see it. That's a funny movie. You got to watch Celtic Pride. That's a funny movie, man. You got to watch.
All those who are
Absolutely.
watching, please let me know let us know in the comments if you've seen that movie.
And before we move any further, guys, hit that subscribe button and get notified, and hit the bell so you get notified every time you see the Sportz Nutz every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Tuesday and Friday night here on YouTube and all other streaming platforms.
Absolutely. All right, Hank, what's number one? I want to hear you. Oh, no, sorry. The last one. What's the last one? You give us
Gotta go.
4.
I got to go with it's probably a basketball or baseball movie. Has to be, but I'm thinking I'd probably say Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year was pretty funny when I was a kid.
I can
You gotta
see it.
have that want to.
That's right.
You
gotta
gotta
have
have
that-
that want to.
The have
That's
to.
you.
The have to, the want to.
It's the have to. It's your have to. What the heck was he talking about? What the heck was I talking about?
All right, Matt, give me
All right.
5.
I'm gonna give you 4 really good ones, and then my personal favorite. But
Okay.
you got to go with, remember the Titans. You got to.
Dude, why would you? That was what I was.
You
I will
got to
put-
have.
You
You
stole
got to
what I
have
was
that in
gonna
there.
say.
You got to have that. Coach Carter. I like to put Coach Carter in there as well,
Oh,
man. You know,
I'll give you that one too.
like a good story. You got to put the Mighty Ducks in there, man. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, which one? They're all of them or just one?
I mean,
All of them.
I put them together. I put
I'm
them
taking out
together.
Rookie of the Year, and I'm putting all 3 Mighty Ducks movies in there.
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks. Also, an honorable mention. You guys remember these 2 movies? Little Giants. Remember that Little Giants?
Oh
Man?
my
course.
gosh! Yes, he with the Alka-Seltzer in her mouth, and he.
Becky.
Yeah.
Little Giants.
Had
But
John
also-
Madden on there.
Becky the
Also-
fridge.
But speaking of Sandlot, remember the Big Green? The Big Green.
Yes,
That was
the
a soccer
soccer
movie.
movie.
That was
Oh
my
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some good ones. I mean, you got so many good movies. Talladega Nights have been so hilarious to me.
Yeah.
But you got to throw you got Rudy. You got to put Rudy in there, man.
Yep.
Rudy's a good one too. And another one I had. I'm looking. Can we count Rocky?
Yes,
Of course you could count Rocky.
Can we count Rocky?
Is
But
the sport.
It is. But my personal favorite of all time. I don't know if you guys see this one, man. Due to the difference in communities here.
Really? Is that a race joke?
Above the Rim. Above the Rim was my personal favorite movie with Dwayne Martin. Leon was in there, Tupac was in there, Marlon Wayans was in there, Bernie Mac was in there. It was all 90s. But Above the Rim is my personal favorite. But the ones I aforementioned before, those are ones I could watch all the time, man. I used to watch those like clockwork. So
all right. So here's my 5. Okay. First one, We Are Marshall. I loved it. That was really good. The whole story behind it, really good.
Good movie.
Second one, Coach Carter. Like Matt, the next
Great
one,
one.
What?
I love Hoosiers.
I forgot about Hoosiers.
Yeah, Hoosiers was a good movie.
Hoosiers was a good one. Hoosiers was a good one.
Let's see, that's 3, and then let's see, Moneyball was a good one. I liked Moneyball.
Dig it.
And then my number 1 was Matt stole it though. It was Remember the Titans. Which, by the way, I got a little story. I don't know if you know this, Matt. Do you know where Remember the Titans was filmed? Right?
I was in Georgia, wasn't it?
Wheeler High School.
Yeah. Also, the state championship game was filmed at Memorial Stadium in Roanoke, Virginia.
That's right. And I do want to give an honorable mention. Radio was a good sports movie based about T.L. Hanna, which is literally 25 minutes up the road here. T.L. Hanna High School. Unfortunately, Radio actually just passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like 2019.
Oh man,
yeah, just before COVID.
Yeah. Unfortunately, passed away.
I remember hearing the story. I actually wanted to go see Radio. I always wanted to meet Radio after the movie, but I just
I did too. But I asked Cassie about it, and she said when she was growing up, Seth would play against T.L. Hanna. He played it easily, and they would play at T.L. Hanna, and they got to see Radio a couple times, and he absolutely was glued to a radio, and he would be on with the players all the time. So everybody said he was one of a kind. He was a great person.
Yeah.
So got to give a quick honorable mention of that one. So, but good movies in general. Look, okay,
I forgot to mention one.
Was one?
And it just kind of blew my mind that I forgot to mention this one.
All right, what we got?
Wild Thing.
Dig it.
Major League. I mean,
that's the one where the kid had the screwball arm, right? Wasn't it?
No. That's
what was the one where he had hurt and he was
Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year.
Rosengarten.
No, the one he's talking about is one with Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes, Tom Berenger, Corbin Benson, all these great actors.
That's the one with Charlie Sheen was the
pitcher.
Wait, who was the guy? All right, Shane. That's the guy that had the Mr. Baseball, right? That would talk.
Mr.
Baseball. Great.
Bob,
Tom Selleck.
Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker.
Yeah. You say, just a bit outside, but that's where that came from, that movie. But now you said Mr. Baseball. I remember, I actually read a article the other day that they were talking about Mr. Baseball, a movie back, I believe, in the 80s, early 90s, with Tom Selleck going to the Japan League. American players actually still watch that movie because of how well portrayed the fans and the actual organizations over in Japan are to get them ready to go play over there.
I like it. So, all right. So Matt, I'm going to give a shout. I have to do it. We have 1,589 viewers going on right now. Guys, thank you so much. I don't know seriously, if you guys can go ahead and just comment, click the like button too, give us a thumbs up, something. Because I'm kind of blown away. I told Matt to take a picture of that. All right, guys, let's go to the next topic. And this is definitely going to be targeted at Hank on this one. Because you kind of threw yourself under a bus on this one.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Did he really?
Yes, because he said he didn't know anything about golf. The most wonderful time of the year is going on right now. As you guys can see, look, under my name, it says Happy Masters Week, y'all. Yes, it is the Masters. We saw a phenomenal.
I'm sorry, Brenda, but of all times not to plug your social media. Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Yeah. I'm about to go move a bowel right now because I'll have time while y'all are talking about this.
Hey, we saw a phenomenal first day, and then we saw a good day today. Bryson DeChambeau, he moved up. Dude, did you guys happen to see what Roy McIlroy did? He shot a 66 and like shot up. He's in the running for the possibility of winning the Masters. You know, Matt, I know you play golf with me, but not as like frequently as I would like us to. Like, give me your sleep. Who you think you could be your sleeper going into this weekend? Who do you think could actually, theoretically, win the Masters?
I mean, right now you have Rose at the top right now, man, with DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy as a top three right now, man. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with either. I'm gonna go with McIlroy. I think McIlroy's gonna pull it out. You know, like I said, those three are close right now, and you know we'll just have to see what happens. But everything plays a part in it. Weather conditions, the wind. I mean, everything plays a part in it, man. That's the beauty of the sport of golf. You know, the elements all play a factor. So you know we'll have to see, man. You know, some days they have good days, some days they have bad days, but. We'll see what happens. I think it's just a little too close right now for me to kind of see who's going to win with it being today, with it being they finished round two. But I think I'm gonna need to see a couple of more before I can pretty much give it to somebody. But it's kind of close right now. But I'm gonna go McIlroy.
So I think Justin Rose is going to give a fight for it. I think Bryson DeChambeau and Roy McIlroy. But my other sleeper though is the world's #1 golfer, Scotty Scheffler. I think he can actually come back and I mean he's only 3 shots out of the lead, so I think he could do it. It's going to be a fun, Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, the cuts have already been posted. A lot. It was the cut line was 1 under, so there's the field has 1 over. Sorry, 1 over and has significantly declined. How many people are participating? But still, let's enjoy the Masters because it's just the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to ask you, Shane. Give me who do you think realistically has a legit chance to win the Masters
27
with
left.
how this has gone on?
Well, right now I'd say Scotty's looking good. He's only a couple shots back. Rory's played good today.
Roy's not a 66.
Yeah, one that I'm pulling for that always seems to get in his head, during round 3 or 4 is Tyrrell Hatton. I mean, he is almost one of the best players to watch on tour because he reminds you a lot of, your average everyday golfer because he sits there and he'll hit a shot and he'll talk junk about himself and then he'll go up there and turn it around the next shot and chip it in for a birdie. So it's just one of those, awesome games to watch, people like that. Everybody enjoyed Spieth and Thomas, how animated they are whenever they're doing good. And I mean, it's great to see a lot of the bigger names up on the leaderboard right now with it being the Masters. But I want to give a shout out to Fred Couples. Man,
oh God, I love Fred Couples.
He went out yesterday and shot under par round. And he is the longest or the oldest person between time spans to shoot a round under par at the Masters. And it's something like 42 years that he shot a under par round like between that time. Of course, it's been a while since he's done it at Masters, but he did it yesterday. I want to give him a shout out because hey, he's a good golfer. He's a, I know
he's a well-known golfer.
Well known, especially mid-90s. A lot of people pulled for him. He was a real personable guy.
He shot a 77 today. Yep.
Yeah, he was a little over par today. I think finished up 4 over. Bernard Langer, another one that's in his 70s out here. He shot 3 over at the Masters. People, I'm nowhere near a 15 handicap, And people with a 15 handicap would go out there and shoot over 100 at the Masters, from what they say. So that just tells you how tough it is. I mean, it's a true thing, man. The Masters, the aura. You've got, man. You walk back into 1970. You got sandwiches that are still $1.50. You got a barbecue sandwich for $3 now.
How much is the egg sandwich?
$1.50.
That's crazy.
$1.50. The most expensive thing there that they
is the
have,
membership.
Is a Crow's Nest beer, and it's $6. And I mean, like the Masters, it's branded itself. Like there's no outside stuff. It's a true tradition of golf that's well enjoyed by many people watching, much less to get the privilege to win the lottery and go to the Masters.
Did you guys hear that story about the guy who won the lottery to get the tickets to go to the Masters, and then he someone created like a fake Facebook or whatever, and he got banned for life for going to the Masters because they said he was trying to sell his tickets. It was the stories on the news. It was crazy to hear that stuff. I was like, what?
I didn't hear that, but I saw something that popped up on my Instagram feed where they were telling people won like bowl game tickets, and it was people who were behind on their child support and stuff like that. So they have them go there and they arrest them as they come in, like, "Yeah, I won tickets."
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
like the old 30 for 30 short with the Redskins where they did the promotion.
Yep.
Hey, I want to mention something with you guys also with the Masters. Did you happen to y'all saw this, right? There's a Masters gnome, correct?
Oh,
that, right?
Yeah.
Look at the price for one of them, y'all.
That's gnomy as hell. What?
No. So that's prices that somebody are selling third party. Like
they were giving them away today. They give them away, y'all.
Yeah, at the Masters, like the Masters, they don't even sell their TV rights.
No.
But you have to play by the Masters rules.
Yep.
So that's why they brand themselves. Like there's Masters potato chip or Augusta National potato chips. There's Augusta National water, Augusta National beer.
You look like you're entertained.
It's all kind of one thing or another. But man, the gnomes, they make $80 million in a weekend in merchandise.
Give me $1.
Seriously, man. Seriously, that's crazy.
They make about $1 million every hour.
What?
During the tournament in merchandise sales alone, and that's like $277 every second.
All right, raise your hand if y'all want to go in and invest on something with the Masters, because I mean, $80 million, like that gum, I'll take it.
The last time I checked, the ocean hasn't froze over yet.
And look, he just holds the cash. Holds that drink. I love it. That was awesome. Hey, we got a quick shout out for you guys. This is from a friend of ours, which he is actually going to be a guest on our show on the 15th. His name is Jason. He is actually for the professional indoor football arena league. He will be coming on to talk to us. He has some pretty interesting insight, but he gives a shout out though to Matt, Hank, and Shane. Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it. Hey, we're starting to we're getting big. Thank you guys. I mean, again, seriously, thank you all. It really does. It means a lot that you guys came and checked us out. All right, let's go to the next topic. Matt, the Philadelphia Phillies finally showed who they really were and who they were supposed to be. And they lost 2 out of 3 to Atlanta Braves. Atlanta they're struggling. They are hurting really hard this year. And I don't know if they can resalvage their season, but what do you think? Do you think Atlanta could pull a rabbit out of their hat and miraculously go on amazing win streak and become relevant again?
Yeah, I mean they're only 3-9 right now.
They're 3-9, but keep in mind, no team has started 0-7 has ever made the playoffs. No one has ever done that.
Yeah, man, but we got over 100 games left, man. Like 150 something games left, dude. And then we're also talking about one of the more talented rosters in the MLB. So I mean, I look for them to get back on track. Weather's going to change. So I mean, the bats will start, working again, so to speak, man. I think the Braves are going to be fine, man. I don't see any issue. I mean, of course, there's an issue. There's always an issue because of the slow start, but things will start working out for him again, man. That roster's too talented. Nothing has really changed, man. Yeah, for real. Yeah, but nothing's really changed, man. So I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
And by the way, I know you guys had to see the stat line. Spencer Strider has faced 21 batters. He struck out 13 of them. That's incredible. So he's on pace. I think he's going to finish up the rehab stint in the next couple of weeks, and I believe the 1st of May is when he will be called back up to start for the Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr. is also the first or second day of May, so he will be coming up too. Sean Murphy has just come back. Hey, I know go ahead.
I'll tell you what, man. If it's like this after the All-Star break in July, man, then then we got something to worry about. I think they'll be fine, man. Baseballs travel farther when the weather starts warming up more. So
that's true.
I think they'll be fine, man. I mean, pretty much for a slow start, it was just the poor pitching. No bullpen. Starting pitching was mediocre. All farm talent was sent for trades, and there's nobody to bring up in the minors. So the Bashers aren't live yet. So I think they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Hey, I know we're losing a lot of views. Thank you guys for all those who did tune in. We really do appreciate it. Come back. We're here every Tuesday and Friday night. All right, so I'm going to go to you, Hank. Obviously, we haven't faced your team yet. We're going to face them. Your team is a pretty talented team, I believe. What are you looking forward to most when Atlanta has to face St. Louis?
I'm looking for more field play. Our team, I know the Cardinals are more about the bat right now. Now keep in mind, I've only watched 4 games. What are we 8? What are we 8, 10
12
seasons?
games. 12 games.
12 games in. Okay. I knew we were close to the 10 mark. But from what the 4 games that I've seen, need a lot more bat work or excuse me, a lot more field work over bat work right now because we don't have a reliable center fielder. So, Atlanta probably needs to work a little bit more on the bat, in my opinion. I think that there's a lot more. Well, okay. Now I won't say the bat. I will say the judgment. I will say the judgment call on the bases. Like there's a lot. Like I watched one of the. We have Fox Sports Southeast here, and we feature Atlanta. So I watch a lot of Atlanta Braves games anyway. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to work on your. You need to work on your like your judgment call when it comes to stolen base and stuff like that. And one of you cats got thrown out at second the other day by a mile, and I was like, by a guy and the guy that was running was like 24 years old. I'm like, come on, man, that is a child. Your legs are made of rubber. So,
hey, Alex Anthopoulos needs to get his ish together and decide how he's going to help this. This bullpen is absolutely atrocious. Mm. However, there was an article that was put out by 680 The Fan. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, the troubles of technology.
Oh, he's handling it very well.
Oh yeah, I can hear him so well.
Get your narrow behind.
If only we could play that old what's that old guy from the CNN? What's his name? Bill O'Reilly. We can play the old Bill O'Reilly clip.
I don't know what happened, dude. It's a brand new mic and it just turned off. Whatever.
It happens. That's part of podcasting. Live happens.
Yeah. Oh, just like now.
Don't freak out. That's when bad things happen. Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Obviously, Alex Anthopoulos needs to get this stuff together. But the article that came out on 680 The Fan was talking about how Atlanta is so farmhouse stacked. It's insane. And what was crazy to hear, I don't know if you guys heard this. Craig Kimbrell is back on the Atlanta Braves roster, right? Well, he currently plays in Gwinnett, but he's supposed to be moving up to the Atlanta Braves roster within the next couple of weeks, according to the article. He also, and then there is Waldrop is going to come up too. I mean, literally, they are so stacked in the farm system. I hope This is reminiscent of the Braves of old. You know, when they would call anybody up and they would be absolutely the most dominant players there were. So that's what I'm hoping we'll see. I think Atlanta, their season's gonna be fine. I really do. I heard a recent show from the Upstate actually sit here and kind of criticize the Braves, and they said that the Braves should go ahead and hang it up for the year and look for 2026.
No.
It's only
And
12
there's only been
games.
12. Yeah, there's only been 12 games, but
Yeah.
that show they tend to do a lot of this and not knowing what they're talking about. So I would I'm not going to name names, but you kind of have an idea where they're from.
Please don't name names.
They talk constantly that Atlanta Braves are trash. They're not trash, dude. Atlanta, every team goes through a period. They all do. Every team does. Atlanta, I think honestly is fine. I would and look, Shane, you're going to agree with me too on this. You would rather have a wild card after what we've seen the last 3 years or 4 years, or actually 4 years, compared to having a top 3 seed, right?
Not if we're playing the Phillies, the Padres, or the Cardinals, because any luck between those 3 teams in the wild card round and the Braves, it just doesn't jihad. But I mean, I think you're on the right track, Brandon. You know, we've got a lot of these pieces coming back for the Braves, and I think that, you know, in the end, it's going to be all right. I mean,
Yeah.
we're still 2-3 weeks into the season. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just going to praise my, I guess, what would you call him? I guess Papa Bear, because Big Bear, you know, with the walk off
Papa
last
Bear.
night.
Oh my! No, actually,
Papa
sorry.
Bear,
It was
Papa
this
Bear.
morning. Remember, they had a 3-hour rain delay last night.
Well, dude, in the whole outfit, just
Yes,
looking
did you
like
see that?
Marcel.
By the way, have you seen that, Matt? Shane, did you see this dude? He literally is in like the entire
full
outfit,
Ozuna,
including the sunglasses.
Yeah, he's got a Pina jersey on though.
Yeah,
What?
and he has that pooch hanging out.
Yeah.
But he has the sleeve on. It's a lime green sleeve that Marcelo Ozuna has the hat, has the sunglasses. Literally is like he dressed up and I don't know if you saw it. He needs to come to every game now.
No. If the Braves make the postseason, first home game of the postseason, they need to do him as the bobblehead.
Yes, absolutely, dude. That's awesome.
It's like that. That's just one of those things. Like you're in a 3-hour rain delay. It's an 11 inning extra inning game. You get a walk-off home run from your cleanup guy, and then you've got this going on in the stands. It's kind of a wild night, and you know, baseball, and you know, especially when you get up into the professional levels, you're playing so often that it's a game of, you know, kind of momentum, and you've got to keep that momentum going. And you know, they get some of this momentum from, you know, kind of the unrealistic start that they've had, and then kind of the turnaround that you're seeing. I mean, Swallenbach is sitting there third in the Cy Young voting right now.
He's doing phenomenal. And did you know his original position was not pitcher? It was actually a third baseman.
Third baseman, and he was actually a better first baseman and catcher than he was a third baseman, but third base was the only spot open.
Yeah.
Like he's just a utility guy, but like you said, our farm system, like we gave up a lot of our prospects as far as, I mean, you get how many rounds in the MLB draft every year? 37.
15, 30, whatever. It's a ton.
Yeah, it's like 37 or something like that. So I mean, you give up these prospects, but you're not giving up your talented prospects. So I mean, we saw the catcher come up when Murphy was injured in the spring. He came up, started the first couple games for us. Now Murphy's back. He is the number 2 MLB.
Baldwin.
Yeah, Baldwin. He's the number 2 prospect in all of the minors right now for a position player outside of pitching. So I mean, and we've got the number 3 prospect in pitching was Waldrop down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we've got things that are coming together. Not to mention, Acuna comes back, Strider comes back. All these things just have the jihad. I'm more interested to see where we are at the All-Star break, not record-wise or anything, but as a team,
Yes.
because if this gets going and going well, hopefully towards the later months of the year, but you
It could
could
be a
see
red hot October, right?
well, you could see a NLCS between the Braves and the Dodgers going 7, and then a World Series going 7. Either be it the Braves and Dodgers against the Yankees right now. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
that's how good the individual players are in those type of series that you would see, not much less a 162 game season, but once you get to the playoffs, wild card 3-game season.
Yep. Hey, playoffs is a whole new season.
Yeah, division series 5-game season, championship 7, World Series 7. Those are all new seasons every time you come up to it, and it's a superstitious, streaky game, and you better be hot in October.
Well, as of right now, Bryce Elder has let down the organization to the 5th. Right now, they are down 3-1 against the Rays, but they can still come back. It's only the 5th inning, so let's keep it going. Hey, look, guys, I think the Braves are fine. I really do. I'm not too worried. It's way too early. All right, I want to switch it up, and I want to talk some college football. Why do I want to talk college football? Well, Kent State officially, obviously way too late to do this, but thank goodness they finally did it. They fired Kenny Burns after their 0-12 season. I mean, I want to sit here and I can see the tears coming out of Matt's eye right now. I can see Hank. He's got the tissue ready. He's ready to blow his nose. I mean, come on, guys. Really? Like, did you not think that they were not going to fire a coach who goes 0-12?
I mean, is that a rhetorical question? I mean, just
both rhetorical and actual question.
It's surprising that it was so late that they decided to make the decision. That's the surprising part about it. Not that they made the decision, but how late they made the decision in the game.
Yep, it took way too long. Like, dude, come on, And by the way, Kent State is they're not a bad program. They just have had bad luck the last several years. I would say probably 7 years. They've had a run of bad luck. But you just it takes one coach. All it does takes one coach, and you're good. You'd be surprised. All right, so the WNBA draft is actually held next week. Did you guys happen to see how much it cost to get a ticket to go to the WNBA draft?
Now, how much would that be, Brandon?
How much would that be?
So last year, when Caitlin Clark and everything, the average ticket was $49. Well, it has now doubled. It's $100 a ticket minimum to go to. That's the lowest ticket cost to go to the WNBA draft. Congratulations to the WNBA. Look, they're absolutely heading on the right direction. Obviously, the Dallas Wings they officially announced that they have a substantial waiting list that is developed for people who are hoping to get the tickets, because Paige Beckers is already listed as most likely will be the number 1 pick in the draft this year.
100%. 100%.
Oh yeah, I think he'll do it. So Dallas has already got that long waiting list. For the first time ever in WNBA history, 41 of the 44 games, regular season games of the WNBA, it will be nationally televised for the Indiana Fever. Why? Because of Caitlin Clark. That's a huge win for them as well. And like I said, we also know about the Golden State Valkyrie. I think they have like the 3rd pick this year in the draft.
I think the 5th. I think they have the 5th pick.
They're pretty high up there. And then Toronto will be next year. And then Cleveland will also be in there next year because the Cleveland Rockers have returned. We should know within the next 4 to 6 weeks if Philadelphia, Houston both have been granted their franchise back, and Charlotte has been mentioned there as well. So stay tuned for that one. But hey, congratulations again to all those ladies who are going to be drafted. Obviously, it's a dream come true. Ultimately, they will get the rightful salary that they deserve, which is, I would honestly, the lowest I would start out a WNBA player at this year would be like 90,000. And I understand it's still low, but that's better than what they have, and their normal we're at 75. And then I'd say in 3 years, let's if it's continued this rate of going up, jump it to 250,000, and hopefully ultimately they'll go to $1 million a year. That's the ultimate goal. So we'll see on that one. Obviously, the ball is still in the court for that one. All right, so Matt, I gotta continue on. When I texted you the other night and I asked you, did you happen to see the Atlanta Hawks? Well, it was actually last night, the Atlanta Hawks game with the Brooklyn Nets. Did you happen to see what the number 1 pick in this past year's draft did?
Yeah, I saw Zachary Richardson, man. Dropped 38 points, man.
Yes.
Albeit against a lowly Brooklyn Nets team, who's also
Nets.
probably going to have a top 5 pick in this draft. Right now, they're the favorites for Dylan Harper. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yes, I was able to watch the game, man. Of course, no defense was played at whatsoever from both organizations.
That's the NBA, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna stick to it. He's gone. He leaves us. Get Trey an all-star over here, please. Please get him an all-star. Atlanta Hawks organization, please.
There's a short out there. Matt said,
help him.
Matt, I want you to repeat your short, what you said.
Help him.
Trey.
Get him young. All these other teams got 2 or 3 all-stars, man. I mean, come on now. Get him somebody. He hasn't even played with an all-star player yet. He just turned 26. He's about to
make a big splash. I heard Jokic. He's not happy with Denver right now.
I heard that stuff too.
Make a big splash. Make a big splash.
I mean, we ain't gonna play defense.
They got perimeter. They got the perimeter already.
The Atlanta Hawks are gonna be that smart to try and go after him.
That would make too much sense. Hawks were not going over that luxury cap. They were not.
They probably can't afford him either.
Actually, you know what?
They can make it work. They can make it work.
Hey, I got something for you. All right, Matt, I'm gonna tag this with you too. Okay. The Denver Nuggets could say, "Here, we'll give you Jokic if you just give us $1 million." And what do you think Atlanta would do? They would Atlanta it, and they would screw it up somehow.
Speaking of Nuggets, man, we got to talk about this Mike Malone thing, man.
Yes. I was wondering if you were going to mention that.
That's kind of crazy, man.
That's kind of crazy. Talk about it, man.
Hey, it's what you hear. Jokic is unhappy, and then all of a sudden you hear this about him. Going.
Did you hear what he said about Russell Westbrook too?
I mean,
when I think of Jokic, I think of Rocky. I think of Rocky when he had to fight the Serbian. If he dies, he dies. That's what I think about. I think about that. So, I can see them calling. I can see them calling. Hey, Joker, tell us. I know Mike's been kind of hard on you guys on the media lately. Especially with the run he had after they lost to Portland or played against Portland. What do you think, Joe? What do you think? We're thinking about going in that direction. They had to call and talk to him first. They had to. And I'm pretty sure he was like, well, if he's fired, he's fired. That's what I see. This
is the same man that won the MVP of the finals and won the finals, the NBA championship. And they were talking about when the parade was, and he's like, "Oh, I thought I was going home."
I have horses. I have horses to take care of.
All right, so I want to add another NBA story. And we do not own the rights to this, but I'm going to play it, okay? And I want you guys to tell me what you think.
He's about to get us blackballed.
Yep, get ready? Listen.
I mean, I have to agree.
Did you guys see Mark Cuban's reaction? And if you haven't, here you go. Watch.
Yeah, fire Nico, fire Nico. I mean, but what can you say? What can you say here, man? You don't trade an all NBA player in his 5 years in a row in his prime. You don't do that. I don't care who he is. You don't trade an all world NBA player. He's the top 3 player in this league, man. I mean, after Joker, you can go ahead and say he's the next best player after Joker right now currently.
He's the next current generational player that we have.
He's better than LeBron.
As of right now, yes. Yes. Yeah. Will he have a career better than LeBron? Probably not.
No, but he's 60 years younger.
Exactly.
6 years.
And the crazy thing about it is he's still slower than LeBron. But at the same time, man, Luka's a bad boy, man. Luka is a bad boy, man. You don't trade that type of talent. I don't care who you are.
You know what that reminds me of? That's like trading Michael Jordan in his prime.
But see, what people don't
Charlotte Hornets.
What people don't understand is that the owner, the lady, she wanted to take that team and move them, and since they wouldn't let her move the team, I think she okayed this trade just to get back at the league, man. To be honest with you, at least something along those lines, because you have to have the okay from ownership to trade a player like this. You have to have the okay from ownership.
You've got to have 70% of the ownership, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, ownership is going to micromanage their decisions. A good owner does that. I mean, even Robert Parra, of the Grizzlies, he mentions all the time, look, I let them do their thing, but I have the last word.
Yeah. And Mark Cuban has nothing to do with the Mavericks anymore. He sold his stake. Mark Cuban has nothing to do with the Mavericks. He even said, if I was still here, that trade wouldn't have happened. So I mean, you don't trade a player of that caliber, man. He did not want to leave. He just bought a house there. You can tell from let's not forget he just dropped 45 on him. And it was funny. You can see it, man. The crowd, you can hear it throughout the game. At first they were like, Luka was hitting shots. They were cheering for him. And then when he kept hitting, they're like, okay, now hold up. All right, man.
Stop it.
All right, man.
Stop it.
All right, hold up. Now they're looking, where's Nico? Everybody's looking at him. Everybody's looking at him like, okay, this ain't cool.
Well, you saw Nico got out of there as fast as humanly possible.
He got out. He got out, man. So he booked it, man. So yeah, man. I mean, you can't trade a player like that, man. That's ridiculous. That's going to set that organization back for a long time. And you know how karma works. And I don't wish injury on any player. I don't wish injury on any player. But isn't it fitting how Anthony Davis gets hurt the first game he plays with them?
Wait, did you see what Anthony Davis didn't do to LeBron? He didn't even acknowledge that he existed.
Hey, man, look, man. We all know. Bron got that man traded.
Let's rewind, though, because, I did say last episode we were tired of LeBron's antics. And then so what did I start sending you, Matt? I started sending you videos left and right of all the flops that LeBron does and the crybaby stuff. And if you look and see,
Brandon, we're not going to do this. We're not going to demean LeBron James's career. He is the second greatest player to ever play this game. We are not going to demean LeBron James's career.
Of course.
Yes, he is. The numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. Hey, man. No, he's a great basketball player.
He single-handedly has made NBA one of the worst.
No, I'm not. No. Making the league more like a European league made the NBA worse. That's what made it worse.
He's made it worse though, with all the flopping he does and all the crybabying and the whining he does.
He flops once every 3 games. I mean,
whatever. No,
my bad, Shane. Go ahead. My bad, Shane. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I was going to get back on this Dallas Maverick Anthony Davis thing.
Go ahead.
Like, how many games has he played in the last 3 years with the Lakers?
5.
I mean,
they call
them street clothes.
So that's all you got to say. I mean, they knew he was going to be. I mean, he's turned into a Greg Oden.
No.
I won't say that. Oh, no. Now, Shane, what we're not going to do is we're not going to demean Anthony Davis's career. Anthony Davis, no. There was a point in time when Anthony Davis was a top 3 player in this league. Let's not forget that.
Yes.
That's when he was with the Pelicans.
Always does. For whatever reason,
like
he's been cursed.
Greg Oden was a top 3 player coming out.
Yes.
Coming out of college. That's coming out. But
he was not that way in the NBA.
Greg Oden missed his first year.
He
missed his first year.
With the stretch of injuries that Anthony Davis has had to have, and go through the past couple of years, that's what I'm saying. You at 7 foot, you're not going to heal like me.
So let's also talk about
me at 5'10".
The level of his injuries that he has.
First of all, Shane, you're being a little too nice to yourself, giving yourself 5'10". But we'll go ahead and go.
Hank, come on, do it, Hank.
With shoes on.
With clodhoppers on.
My bad, Brandon. Go ahead. My bad.
Clodhoppers. That's no country.
Y'all look y'all looking down because y'all over 6 foot. I'm sorry.
Wait, so just to be clear, y'all all look up to me. I'm
First
the
of all,
tallest
Brandon,
one.
well, I've dunked on you before, so I
give a
can
darn.
say I can talk. I can talk. That's first and foremost. Let's not forget that.
Let's rewind. You dunked on me 3 times, not 1, 3.
Let's not forget that. Second of all, I mean, hey, I barely passed 6 feet. I'm 6 feet and some change, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey, that change is a stretch now. might be a penny, but it's some change.
No, but like, all right. So I want to say something about the injury though. So you said the level of his injuries. If you go and look at a lot of his injuries, it's not
levels,
real severe injuries.
The types and what body parts they are affecting.
Some of it though has been pretty, questionable.
Well, so, some of the stuff is because
he doesn't want to play because he doesn't want to play.
Yeah. He doesn't want to play. Like you can set aside some of that stuff. Like he's not wanting to play. Period.
But he has never played a full season.
Yeah, at all.
Never.
I'm looking at it now. Look at it's 82 games in the NBA season for those who don't know, for the listeners who don't know. Let me run this down real quick. 64, 67, 68, 61, 75, 75, 56, 62, 36, 40, 56, 76, 42, and 42. Well, he's played 50 games this year. Out of the possible 20-something games with the Mavericks, he's only played 8. So,
yeah. Now the 75, I'll give him that.
That counts as a full season for Anthony Davis.
That does sound like a full season for him.
That's a full season.
75 games, a full season for Davis.
But how many times did you hear over 70? Like 3 times?
Yeah, about 3 times. 2 times. 2 times.
2 times.
No, 3 times is right. 1 with the Lakers and 2 with the Pelicans. That's it.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, it's I can't help to say. I mean, it's just he hasn't produced. He's not going to be healthy unless he comes into a situation which at his age he just needs to go ahead and tough it out and try to win a ring.
Which he already has.
Yeah,
he has one.
Yeah, well, I mean, look,
I kind of agree. I think his heart is not really there anymore. I think it's not in the game as much as it once was.
Do the bubble rings really count?
The what?
Do the bubble rings really count?
It's only 1 bubble ring, so we have to say, does it count? Not
does the bubble ring really count? Let's be real.
Hey, last time I checked, bubbles get popped.
We're all being quiet like that.
You know what? I can't take away the bubble ring really, because I mean that was a tough circumstance to be under.
Yeah. I give it to him, man. That's when Lemon Lou was born.
No practice.
Now these BS play-in tournaments or whatever, or whatever you want to call this mid-season thing.
Our results of the bubble thing, pretty much.
That's money.
Oh yeah, and the Lakers still win those too.
But I want to ask you this too. All right, Matt, I'm going to ask you. Do you think that Anthony Davis is like he's 100% still balled into the game, or is he kind of just I'm kind of getting close to my end? I'm just there.
No. Anthony Davis plays hard every time he steps on that floor, man. I have to give him that. He plays defense. He's usually the defensive anchor. From whatever team he's played for. He's the best defensive player on the team. I mean, Anthony Davis pretty much, he still gives it his all. I'm not going to sit here and say he doesn't give it his all. He's their go-to guy now. He did it with the game against the Hawks not too long ago. He hit the game winner. Surprising. So, yeah, right. So, sorry. I'm not going to sit here and say he doesn't try. He still gives it his all, man. He leaves everything out there on the floor. So I'll give him that.
All right, so let's switch up to Hank's location. I know you guys saw the gruesome injury by Jalen Wells, correct?
I saw that. I thought we were going to talk about Ja Morant's celebration choices.
We'll talk about that in just a minute, but I want to talk about Jalen Wells. Hank, did you see the video of Jalen Wells?
I saw it when it happened.
So that I mean, you can see the player that did it. He was actually crying because he ran underneath them, and I mean, you saw he was genuinely like, I got to make sure he's okay, and he was very emotionally upset. It was ruled officially, according to ESPN, he will miss the rest of the season. He has a broken wrist, which
as well as he should. And
he did concussion as well. He did get cut in the face too, but that had to be one of the worst falls I have seen in a long time in basketball, and I feel bad for Jalen because he's so from what I have read, he has not missed a game his entire career.
No, and he was up for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he was doing great things, and he gave it your all and gave 100%, and then he didn't deserve to get this injury, but no one deserves injuries. But shout out to Jalen Wells. I hope he gets a full recovery and he's not too emotionally torn up about this. Obviously, it sucks that he suffered such a significant injury. So yeah, shout out to Jalen Wells. But all right, Matt, let's talk about the machine gun in the room, please. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. We're talking about, every year it seems like the NBA is starting to more so pick on this guy, man. Or social media starting to pick on this guy ever since he had those, I call it the John Wayne incidents. John Morant, man. Him and his celebrations, man. His new celebration now was throwing a grenade into
he threw a grenade and went like this.
Yeah, yes. he said that, quote unquote, this will be my new celebration until they find something wrong with this one.
Yeah, until it's a problem.
Until it's a problem. Yep. What's your done real quick?
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's crazy. It's just 2 years ago, man. The whole league was on John Morant, man, and then now it's just been a whole total 180 right now, man.
Sure, know what to say.
They love to hate him.
Yeah, so
why they hate him? Is because
I think this is his last year. I think this is his last year in Memphis. To be honest with you, I can
see that.
I think this is his last year in Memphis. I think.
But Hank,
the talent's there.
You remember we talked about Hank? Hank and I talked about this a couple episodes ago. We said, where realistically could we see Ja Morant go? And I said I could see him going to San Antonio because he does need to change the scenery. He really does.
Yeah,
and
I mean.
Hank, where did you say you see him?
I think the most likely one would be Boston. Yes. But Boston would be the most likely one, but I wouldn't be upset if he went to somewhere like Sacramento.
Where do you think, Shane?
I hadn't thought about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, man, you could see him in a couple of different situations, like, just some up and comers now that you see, like your OKCs and a couple places like that. But I mean, they got SGA, so they're not going to have to deal with another player like that. But I mean, you look down. I mean, shoot, I could see a lot of people vying for his talent.
He would definitely fill arenas up.
But a lot of people. A lot of ownership straying away from the off-court antics.
That's true.
And so, I mean, you see it's going to hurt him just like, what was his name? Josh Gordon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He's a great football player and played great seasons, even after the 6 last years he was in trouble. But played great. Was on the Pro Bowl.
Off the field issues.
He had off the field issues. That's why he changed teams so often. But he still produced, and I could see Ja Morant being that type of player until he actually kind of grows up a little bit and makes this his profession and not just a game.
What about you, Matt? Where do you think he could go?
I could see him. When the Vegas teams and the New Memphis teams come in, I could see Memphis moving to the Eastern Conference, but that's neither here nor there. I think they're gonna move him. They won't move him in conference. It'll be a different conference. They move him to the Eastern Conference team. I could see something like the Wizards or something like that. It'll be a team like that where they can get some. They can get some.
Not a good franchise.
Yeah, but they'll get draft compensation. They have young players. They have young decent players. Think about it. If you're the Wizards, you have a top 5, 6, 7 pick in this draft. Would you trade that for Ja Morant, who's already an All NBA caliber player? I mean, the talent, Shane alluded to earlier, the talent is there. I mean, he's talented point guard, but I don't think his downhill style is gonna give him a long career, a long productive career, as we see the fall off from Russell Westbrook happening as we speak. But
I agree with that.
I don't know, man. I can see him going to a team like that, a team like the Wizards, or maybe a team like the Blazers, or maybe a team like that, man.
What about the Kings? But what? Okay, Shane said he could see, or even y'all. We've heard Shane said he could probably even go, or Hank even said Sacramento. Who would Sacramento be willing to part ways with to get a player? Because they're not going to get rid of Sabonis.
No, they won't get rid of.
No. Hold up now. The reports came out that they're gonna have long conversations with Sabonis and who was the other player about and DeRozan about their futures with the team. I can see the King. I can see the Kings getting away from Sabonis.
Right.
I can see the Kings getting away from Sabonis, especially for John Morant.
Don't they
I'm
also
telling you
have?
now, go ahead and get the pull the weapon and get Sabonis to Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, don't they also have Malik Monk on there as well?
Yeah, Malik Monk is more of a first of all, he's more of a combo guard. He's not really a point guard. He's a scorer guy that you bring off the bench. He's always been there.
No, I'm saying he would be included in the trade.
Oh yeah, you can include him in the trade, but again, salaries have to match up here. Malik Monk makes a lot of money. Sabonis makes a lot. Sabonis and Morant will probably offset each other right there. As far as they both have max contracts. So
yeah, exactly.
Let's send Sabonis to Atlanta, please. I would take Sabonis all day.
Dude, y'all can use his rebounds all day.
Because look, Okongwu is he's a good player, but he's no Sabonis.
No,
and Clint Capella, Matt, you agree this right away? Get rid of Clint right now, right?
Oh man, I've been on that train for the last 2 years, man. I've been on that train for the last 2 years.
Clint is not the answer.
No, you've gotten all you can out of the guy. That's all.
Yes.
I mean, he still can't execute. Been in the league 10 years, still can't execute a post move.
Nope.
To put to memory. So
Congo started now. Clint is just kind of like falling off the really.
But Congo's putting up good numbers though. He's putting up like 17 and 15, 21 and 21 and 20. I'm saying he got multiple 20 games this year.
But he's not the big force that we need, like a Sabonis type player.
Yeah. Teams are going to game plan for his offense. Absolutely, I absolutely agree with that. He's not going to take the pressure off of Trae Young on that offense. Sabonis would, because Sabonis can create. And Sabonis has been leading centers and assists for the last 6 years in the league.
I remember when his dad played, by the way.
Arvidas was one of they said the stories. They say he was the greatest European to ever play.
Oh my God,
Sabonis, man.
I hated that he didn't get a chance to really win a ring with Portland.
Yeah,
I think he's the greatest. Should have gotten a ring. Honestly, he's one of the best.
Jailblazers, man. Oh man, that's lovely.
The Jailblazers, yeah. I'm excited for this offseason. But hey, I really want to give a shout out to the Atlanta Hawks, though. They have a chance to finish. Obviously, it sucks they're going to finish. They have a chance to only finish 40 and 42, but they have a chance if they beat Orlando, which, by the way, Orlando is absolutely waxing the floor with the Pacers right now. They're up by 40. So it's a really ouch kind of game for them. But it'd be really neat to see Atlanta pull a rabbit out of their hat and go face Boston in the first round. I'd be okay, because that way it shows they have some form of improvement. Because Atlanta has always been consistently playing in the 9th and 10th spot. They've always been doing that. And Matt, you and I just said it correctly. Atlanta's doing Atlanta things. So, but it would be really cool to see them have that opportunity to move up and go face Boston. I'd be okay with them losing to Boston in 6. I really would, just because it is Boston. But hey, stranger things happen. Remember, Atlanta was the 8th seed. They traveled and they took Boston to 7 games. And what did Zaza Pachulia say that was so famous? Nothing easy. So we'll be excited about that one. Guys, we've had a fantastic show. First off, shout out to all those 1,600 viewers that y'all got that we got tonight on the show. And I know it's down to 200, but still, we really appreciate every single one of you guys that came on there. Matt, did you have to take a picture of that, by the way?
We did. We'll see what happens.
Hey, I don't know what.
Man,
look, we're down to 16. Do you see that? We're down to 16. We literally stopped at 16.
Well, I can tell you, just as me saying, hey, we're kind of starstruck because when we first started this, we didn't expect this. But hey, man, we're so appreciative of what everybody's done out there. Yes. And looked out and, giving us the support. And we look forward to what's coming in the future.
Absolutely. And guys, we're only 4 episodes away from the century mark. And we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for everything. Just remember, Saturday, May the 3rd from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be live at Tequila's Grill in Easley. You'll see all 4 of us there. We will be there. We're going to give away tickets to Greenville Drive. We're not going to do the Spartan Burgers. There's a reason behind that one. I won't go to on that because I need to I'll just share with the guys. But we are giving away tickets to the Greenville Drive. We're giving away gift cards to restaurants, discounts to food, car wash. Yeah, we're doing all these sorts of things. I was able to get a lot of them to donate for us. So we really do. We appreciate every minute of everybody. So you guys have no idea how much we appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who has really helped to get our subscriber list up. We really appreciate it. All right, so Matt, I'm gonna quickly run down with you again some of the weekend stories. Right, obviously the Tampa Bay Lightning, they have to finish. They have to win the remaining game of their seasons, and they have to have Toronto lose one game, and they will take over the number 2 seed overall in the NHL playoffs. And then the play-in tournament has been set. I want you all three, starting with Matt. Give me your most likely scenarios for the play-in.
I'm sorry, your mic was going out. What'd you say? The last part?
Give me your scenarios for the play-ins.
For what?
For the NBA, because the play-in the play-in has been set. It's all been determined. So give me your scenarios.
Okay. Let me see. Well, for play-ins, let me see. I'm pulling up the rankings real quick. Well, not the rank. I'm pulling up the standings real quick.
Okay.
Just so I can get a clear understanding.
In the East, it's Orlando, Atlanta, Chicago, and Miami.
There we go. All right, I got it. All right. Oof. Hawks fell the 10th. Wow.
No, the Hawks are at number 8.
Hawks are 10th right now, sir.
No, they're 8th. I'm looking at the standings right now. They're 38 and 42. Chicago's 37 and 43.
Oh, are they 38 and 42?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're one game ahead of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the last year. Sorry about that. All right, I got you. I'm back on track, guys. I'm back on track. All right. Within the heat of 10. So how would it be? So the way the play-in works, it will be the
Hawks are taking on the Magic. The winner of that matchup goes on into Boston.
I think the Hawks would beat the Magic. The Hawks beat the Magic. So
Bulls
I guess Bulls and the Heat. I see the Heat will. Oh, they don't have Jimmy Butler anymore. But I think the Bulls have been playing real great basketball. Giddey has been playing really great ball lately. I think the Bulls pull that out. The Bulls are going to beat the Heat, and then,
right,
so that means the Magic and the Heat
on the Magic. Yep, or the Bulls take on the Magic.
The Bulls take on the Magic. Okay. Yeah. So if the Hawks beat the Magic, then the Hawks are automatically.
Yeah, the Hawks will go to Boston.
Okay, gotcha.
Orlando will play the winner of the 9-10 matchup.
Oh man, should the Hawks lose? I want to see the Hawks versus the Knicks, man. Dang, but nah, man.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, kudos to the Pistons for getting in there, man. But yeah, oof.
Who gets the number 8 seed? Would it be Magic or would it be the Bulls?
I think it's going to be the Bulls.
Okay. All right. So let's look at the West Coast. The Western Conference.
Okay.
You have right now. It's only been determined that the Kings and the Mavericks are guaranteed in. But right now it would be the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, the Kings, and the Mavericks. The matchup between Memphis and Minnesota, the winner would go on and take Houston.
Okay. And I think I don't think Houston's even a safe guarantee. They're still young. So from the Grizzlies and Timberwolves, I see the Timberwolves beating them. So the Timberwolves will go on to play the 2 seed, and I can see the Timberwolves beating the Rockets in that first round.
What do you think about the Kings and the Mavericks?
So the Kings and the Mavericks, ooh.
I think the Kings will win that one.
Oh, that's right. They're down Kyrie for the year. Yeah, Kings probably won't like to take that.
So then you have the Grizzlies taking on the Kings to go for the 8th seed. Who wins that one?
Grizzlies definitely win that one.
What do you think, Hank?
He's off.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Oh. Well, not off, but he stepped away.
Oh, all right. So what do you think, Shane?
Man, I tell you, these.
Give me your Eastern one and then your Western Conference.
Man, let me tell you, I'm just now getting over college basketball.
I know, right?
I'm getting into Bristol's on this weekend, baby. I'm full
Bristol, baby.
NASCAR. Yeah, I'm full NASCAR mode. Like next weekend, I'm going. Like me and a buddy, we're camping out for the first time. You know, us kind of doing everything on our own, man. So man, I'm just like I'm geared up, looking forward to all that. I hadn't really even paid attention to, I mean, much less the NBA standings, hockey standings, which is coming up closer than the NBA.
Yes, it's true.
But you know,
Actually, to reverse that, the NBA is gonna have their postseason faster because NHL they still have like 6 games left.
Okay.
It's weird.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but you know, there's a set. They're not the bottom. Well, I say bottom, but the lower third of the seating fighting for 4 spots.
That's right.
You know, I'm sorry about that. I mean, hey, it's great. It makes for great basketball. I mean, because everybody wants to see a Cinderella because the only reason they made it is for the NBA to be relevant this close to March Madness.
Mhm.
I mean, which it's great underdog story, get ratings, yes. But you know, it's like the Western Conference. I see you know, the Grizzlies. I think they could make a run. In that Chicago, the way Kobe White's been playing lately. I mean, he had a game winner the other night that was kind of lights out. I mean, they've just been playing good team ball here lately, and you know, I actually look at a team like Chicago and a team like Cleveland being in the same, you know, kind of division in the Eastern side. You know, Chicago's that one player that Cleveland has that they don't, from being the exact opposite.
Well,
But
what do you think
because
though?
well, no. I'm definitely saying Cleveland's got it, but I'm saying if Cleveland didn't have that one player that you know, that one player that makes them great,
Mm-hmm.
and Chicago had one player that made them great, they would be in the top 1 or 2 in the division because of the talent that they have right now and the way that they've been playing. It's just great to see. I mean, they've kind of propelled themselves into this position here lately. I mean, they had a hot start. I'll give them that. But after that, they just went cold. And then now they're kind of bringing themselves back to relevancy. And, you know, it's been kind of great to watch, but it's a true, like, if you watch basketball for, you know, a team sport, which you don't really do in the NBA now, you know, they're kind of one of the only
What is
ones.
team in the NBA?
yeah. They're kind of one of the only teams that kind of does it. You know, Miami's done it a lot more now since Jimmy's gone. But you know, it's kind of one of those interesting things to see. It's kind of more of an old school way of basketball, and it's great to see them propel themselves into this conversation.
Absolutely. Look, guys, we've had a great episode. Thank you all for those who tuned in. Real quick, Atlanta Hawks are up 11 to the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's pull it out, Atlanta Hawks. All right, Matt, the floor is yours. What do you say to the lovely people, sir?
Guys, we got the weekend coming up. We got, you know, things that plans, you know, festivals, you know, there's just things out there. So let's try to make it back home safely, man. Don't get flagged in the game of life. If you're gonna drink, call an Uber. You know, get a DD out there with you. You don't want the whoops behind you. You know, because once that happens, you'll be spending a nice long night
Weekend
in your respective counties, place of jail, pretty much, so to speak.
Yeah. Don't let it be a rural county. You ain't getting out till Monday morning.
Yeah. You might not get out Monday. The judge might not have time to see you. So you know that's the thing, man. Because I promise you guys, that peanut butter in there, that's not peanut butter. That's not peanut butter. You know, I have no idea.
This is coming from experience from Matt, by the way.
Them ain't eggs. That's powder and water.
That's not powder and water. Oh man, but yeah, guys, don't get flagged in the game of life, man. Make smart decisions. Let's keep it.
That's right, absolutely. All right, Shane, go, buddy.
Oh man, and as always, man, thanks for everybody out there watching, listening to us this evening. It's great to have everybody out there, kind of supporting us. Man, who knew 95 episodes ago or 94 episodes ago that it would be what it is? Man, I'm thankful to be along for the journey. Thankful the good Lord's watching over us as we're along for the journey. So, man, as always, everybody be safe. Much love. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, bacon grease. All right, Hank, the floor is yours, sir. Turn your mic on. You're muted.
Hey, thank y'all for watching us. Appreciate you sticking with us throughout the show, and it's been fun.
Absolutely, guys. We had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. Look, we will be back on Tuesday, the 15th. We'll have our friend Jason from the Indoor Football League Arena Football. He will be joining us to talk a little bit about. He will only join us for about 20 minutes, which is perfectly fine because you still get 40 minutes with us. Brandon Leak from 60 the Fan Max should be joining us as well on the 22nd. He has to confirm with me, but we'll have Brandon Leak on there. And then, guys, I will tell you this, the final week of April, we will not be on. We will be coming on that Saturday, the 3rd, May the 3rd, for the live show, because that will be episode 100 officially. So, we have now officially 4 episodes left until the century mark is hit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. As I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down. Why? It's the greatest sports city there ever was. Hey, Atlanta, let's get it going. Braves, let's go ahead and beat the Rays, and then Atlanta Hawks, finish strong. You only have 8 minutes left. Let's beat the 76ers, and let's just win. For all of us here at the Sportz Nutz, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. We're not bailing you out. Have a wonderful evening. And enjoy the outro that Matt has so lovely made for us. Good night.
Peace, guys.